Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today's video is going to be my monthly favorites. These are all of the things that I was loving this past month in the month of September. I am so happy that we're just in this time of year. We're entering October. All the good things are happening and I'm just so excited, and I love doing these videos. I love just kind of recapping things that really stood out to me in the previous month and chatting about them. I have makeup, I have my favorite book, I have some like TV show, movie related things, stuff like that, a makeup related tool. I have various things to talk about and I always love hearing your thoughts as well, like if you're loving any of the same things as me, what has stood out to you in the past month. I just love hearing it all. Before we hop into my favorites video, I did of course film this look. It should already be up on my Instagram and YouTube shorts by the time this video goes up. And as far as my accessories go, unfortunately this was a gift, so I don't know where it's from, and then these are just like little Primark earrings and plugs from Amazon. So anyways, without further ado, let's just hop in and chat about all of my favorite things from the month of September. Let's start with makeup, and we're just gonna go in the order that I do my face. This foundation stick from Merit really stood out to me. The shade I have is called Bone, and I just love this. It is such a beautiful creamy texture. I'm actually not wearing it today just because I'm testing out something else, but I have worn this so many times over the past month. It is so just like lightweight, melts into the skin. It's by far the creamiest but also most lightweight stick foundation I've ever used. Most stick foundations that I've used tend to be very heavy, very full coverage. This one's definitely more of a light to medium depending on how much you use, and I love it. I think the texture is glorious. The color is so beautiful. I love the finish. This quickly became one of my favorite foundations. It is so, so beautiful. Moving on to cheek products, I have a blush and a few highlighters to share with you. Oden's Eye recently launched their like Eternal Twilight collection where there's a palette, there's highlighters, there's blushes, and the glowy blush and the three highlighters stood out to me so, so much. They are beautiful. Like I like the other blushes. I like the palette as well, don't get me wrong, but as far as favorites go, these cheek products are the star of the show. The shimmery blush is called Glow Powder and it is so beautiful. I've used this as a topper on top of like other blushes, especially creams and liquids, so many times. It is just incredible. It is such a beautiful kind of highlighty, blushy topper. It is so, so, so pretty. I love this finish. I love this texture. You gotta love a glowy cheek to enjoy this one. It's very glitzy, almost highlighter blush hybrid. It is gorgeous. I love this. And then the three highlighters are just so special. I've loved the other highlighters they've come out with in the past, but these ones are like extra sparkly, extra glitzy, extra wonderful. Again, you gotta really like a super sparkly highlighter to enjoy these, but I love that. I think it's lovely. First is Gentle Firefly. It's just so pretty. This like purpley gold sort of shift. So, so beautiful. And even though it's sparkly, it's not like a chunky glitter in my opinion. It's like a smooth sparkle. It's really, really lovely. It almost has like a pink shift when the light hits it just right. It is so cool. This one is called Dim Glow. It has a little bit more of like a sea foam sort of shift. Oh, it's just so pretty. It's right here in the middle. It has kind of like a blue into a sea foam sort of shift. It's so, so pretty. I love. And last is Subtle Radiance, which I'm actually wearing right now. It is so pretty. I feel like these shade names are hilarious though, because there's nothing subtle about this. Just a really pretty, like more in your face, like icy blue. It's so cute. I just love this. I love a glowy cheek product, so these stood out so much to me. Moving on to eyeshadow now. I always try to narrow it down as much as I possibly can, and I had to talk about 5 this time. I had to talk about my most recent top 5. I actually just before this video posted a recent ranking my last 10 palettes, so you'll have already seen me talk about these, so I'm not going to drone on too long, but these all stood out so, so much. It just didn't seem right to not talk about any of these, so we're just gonna run through them really quick. I already have videos and looks with all of these palettes. You can go check them out. And yeah, let's dive in. First is the collab between Fantasy Cosmetica and Makeup Just for Fun, the Enchanted Autumn. She is gorgeous. I love this palette. Is so, so stunning. It is so pretty. I love these colors. Love the grungy jewel toned autumn vibes. It is so, so lovely. Next is the Underland palette from Ensley Reign. I don't even think this will have launched yet when this video goes up. I think they're aiming for October 1st, but I'll have the launch details in my description box if they've updated them. But just such a beautiful vibrant, grungy jewel tone situation. It's so pretty. These shimmers are everything. I'm so excited about this one. Next is the Gargoyle from Unearthly. I am loving this. I love this muted color story. It's so pretty. It is just gorgeous. I love the smooth metallic shimmers. I love the very muted but still pigmented mattes. They are so gorgeous. This one's been such a treat to play with. The Undergrowth from Cosmic Brushes is such a winner. This is one of my top palettes of the whole year so far. I just love these colors. This is quintessential autumn vibes. I love the greens with the yellows, with the rusty oranges. The metallics and multi-chromes that are in here are so pretty. I adore Cosmic Brushes formulas. They're so good. And last but certainly not least, the Poison Garden from Beaute Bar is incredible. I love these like murky tones. I love this poisonous, grungy garden sort of feel. Love all these different pops of color. It is so lovely. I love this brand. Love this formula. They also just recently announced their Vamp palette. I'm testing it out right now, and so far that one is so good as well. But yeah, this one was a major favorite last month. It's so pretty. Keeping with eyes, I have 3 eye pencils that I've really been enjoying. I picked up some of the pieces from the NYX and Beetlejuice collaboration, and the eye pencils definitely steal the show for me. They're so pretty. They're like these kind of swirled chromy pencils. And they all actually include a black eyeliner on each side, so that's pretty handy. The eyeliner itself is fine, but it's more the pencil side that speaks to my soul. They're very much like a multi-chrome sort of pencil. They're very, very cool. They are very pigmented. They stay put nicely. This one is pink chrome. It kind of goes from like a pink to a green depending on how the light hits it. It's very fun. This one is purple chrome. It's very much a like blue purple sort of vibe. This one's probably the one I've used the most. And last is green chrome, very vibrant, kind of like a green into an orange. It's really pretty. I just love all of these. I think they have a really, really fun shift. I like the creaminess, but also the staying power. I don't usually have an issue with my eye pencils leaving my waterline too much, but these ones do seem to stay put pretty nicely. So I've been very, very happy with these. On the topic of eyes still, but a tool that I've been loving is my heated lash curler from Grande. This is so nice. It has been a game changer for my lashes. I feel like I can actually make my natural lashes look more up and they hold a curl. It is so good. So it looks like this. You hold it to turn it on, and then this is the low heat setting. I always do the high heat setting just so that it can be ultimate heat for my very straight, stubborn lashes. I always just go in first and just kind of hold my lashes up for a few seconds. It's not all the way heated yet. It turns white or clear when it's heated, but I just hold my lashes up with it for a few seconds, and then I'll do my first coat of mascara, repeat on the other eye, wait a couple minutes, you know, let it dry, and then I go in again, and with the mascara on, I hold it up again and like really raise it. This is creepy. And then I do a second coat, and then it's just glorious. It's wonderful. I've been able to enjoy mascaras that I previously didn't necessarily hate, but just weren't capable of holding my natural lashes. Prior to using this heated lash curler, I could only use like a very intense waterproof mascara, and even then only some of them worked to actually hold a curl for me. Now I can use a variety of different ones, like the Rare Beauty one. I liked the formula, but it didn't hold my lashes up. Now I can use the Rare Beauty mascara with that and it holds them up all day. So this has been a game changer. I love this. This is one of the best things I've tried this year. Moving on now to lips. I recently made a purchase on Melt Cosmetics site and picked up a couple things on sale, and I have not been disappointed. These lip products that I picked up have been so stunning. I have 2 lip pencils. We have Caffeine and Sepia. Caffeine is very much just like a nice, yummy, warm brown, and then Sepia is gonna be a little bit more of a lighter, more cool toned sort of brown. It's very nice. I love the way these apply. They're a little bit firmer of a texture, like on the pencil itself. Like when I'm swatching, it feels like a more stiff formula, but when I'm using it on my lips, it seems to glide on so nicely and it stays put so well. I love these. I've used Caffeine specifically so many times this month. It's like my new go-to. And then I also bought 4 lipsticks. One of them was actually full price, but I just couldn't resist. It's the shade Pumpkin. This beautiful orange. I cannot get enough. It's so pretty. I love pairing this with that caffeine pencil. I think it's such a good combo. I've used one of their lipsticks in the past. I have the shade 710. I don't know if that shade still exists anymore, but I really like it, and I'm happy to finally have more shades in my collection. This shade is Dark Room, and it is so pretty, just like a nice vampy purple. So, so cute. And I have 666, just like the most beautiful, like deepened, like brown plum. It is so lovely. And I snagged one from the Christmas Town collection. This one's called Shot Down, just a really nice, again, purple. Obviously I had a type when I was shopping, but these are so gorgeous. I'm very into them. Getting into my book favorites. I don't like to drone too much on about books because I will be doing my full get ready with me reading wrap up where I chat about all the books that I read in the month of September, including just like my overall thoughts and ratings. But in this video, I like to just save it for my top favorite book. And so far I haven't read a 5-star book for the month, but I did read one that was close to a 5-star. It was the novella, the 1.5 in the Crowns of Nioxia series. This is 6 Scorched Roses by Carissa Broadbent. This is the novella that's after the Serpent and the Wings of Night. Is that what it's called? I always get the name mixed up in my brain. But this is different characters, but it still takes place after that first book. I loved this. This was less than 200 pages, but it was so fun to read. It was such a well-developed story. I felt like I really got to know these characters in such a short time. It was such a quick read. Like I said, it was less than 200 pages. I think it took me less than 2 hours to read, but it was such a great story. I enjoyed it so much. I wouldn't have been mad to see this in a fuller length story, but it was so just wonderful and complete. We have our main character, Lilith. She's a human, and she has been terminally ill since the day she's been born, basically. It's like always in the back of her mind that she is going to die at any moment, basically. She's always sick. Also, over time, her entire town has become plagued and everyone is getting sick and everybody is dying, and she is so determined to figure out a way to fix things. She ends up making a bargain with this vampire Vale. She exchanges 6 roses in exchange for 6 vials of blood over the course of 6 months. She hopes that by incorporating his vampire blood into like medications and stuff, it'll help save her town and save the people. This is in the romantasy genre, so as you would expect, as time progresses with each of the visits, there is more getting built between their relationship, but on top of just this peril of the town dying, there's also danger of them simply just being together. It was very fast paced. I got invested right away. It was so fun. I loved these characters, and this was a good read. I just felt like, because it was so quick, I just felt like it didn't give me quite the 5-star feeling because it was over so fast, but it was very beautiful, very much like a high 4-star for me. This was great, and I'm very excited to get into the second book, just impatiently waiting for it to be on paperback because it needs to match my other book, you know? But until then, I loved the first one. I've loved this one. So far, the series has been wonderful. And then I just have a couple like movie and TV show favorites. We did go see Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, the new Beetlejuice movie, and I loved it. I thought it was so cute. It was quirky. It was funny. I loved seeing all these different characters back and interacting with each other. Delia Dietz was so funny in this movie. Like, I loved her in the first one, but she was so funny in this one. Very much channeling Moira Rose energy, in my opinion. There were definitely some things with the movie, like Willem Dafoe's character and the ex-wife. I feel like their characters almost like could have not been in the movie and it would have been the same. There were a few different plot lines happening that didn't need to really happen, but for the most part, overall, it was cute, it was kooky, it was spooky, it was wonderful, and I really enjoyed it. And then an unexpected sort of favorite that I became obsessed with, I think it was back mid-August. I was in my salon studio. I keep a TV in my salon so people can just put on whatever they want. And I had one of my regulars, I was doing her hair, and she brought her son with her to get a haircut while her color was processing. I gave him the remote to put on whatever he wanted, and he picked young Sheldon. Now, I had never really watched Big Bang Theory. I might have seen like snippets here and there, but I've never really sat down and watched Big Bang Theory. Wasn't something I was invested in. So when young Sheldon became a show, I just didn't really care. I didn't even realize how many seasons of the show it was. I had no idea. To me, it was just such a like not in my brain, but he put it on, and as I'm like doing their hair and like finishing the day, I was like, this show's actually really cute. This is so funny. So I went home that night and I was like, Zane, we should start watching this show. So basically from like mid-August through like probably mid-September, we binged Young Sheldon. I love it so much. It was so freaking cute and funny. And this is having really no knowledge of Big Bang Theory. Like I knew who Sheldon was as a character, so I understood the quirkiness of young Sheldon and like where it comes from, or where I guess adult Sheldon came from, if you think of it that way. But regardless, I loved it not having ever watched Big Bang Theory. It was so good. I love just watching all these characters grow up. Connie is my favorite. I love her with my entire soul. Like one of my favorite characters I've ever seen. I really love Georgie. I love just like as time progressed, Georgie was so freaking cute. And Georgie and Mandy are getting a spin-off show in October and I'm stoked. I feel so spoiled that I just got invested in this show and I'm already getting like more of these characters. So I love that for me. That's wonderful. And then just over the last week, we did start watching Big Bang Theory because I was like, we should give it a try. Maybe we'll like it. We love sitcoms, me and Zane. So we started Big Bang Theory and I'm loving it. I think we're already in season 3. Very easy to binge because the episodes are so short. I mean, I love a classic sitcom. I do love more modern sitcoms nowadays. Like I could live without the laugh track, but it doesn't really bother me. I still love shows like Friends and Full House and How I Met Your Mother. So it's not anything abnormal for me to watch. But I'm really enjoying it. And I do feel like I'm liking Big Bang Theory more because I have the background of Sheldon and his family. Like, I don't know, it just all ties together so well. I'm definitely watching the show backwards in order of release, but I'm technically watching the show chronologically in order. So all that to say is it's my new obsession. I love just Young Sheldon, Big Bang Theory. I love this universe. I'm so invested and I'm very excited to continue. So very random favorite, but I just had to share it because it's basically been the light of my life right now. And that, my friends, concludes this monthly favorites video. I would love to hear your thoughts. Are you loving any of the same things I am? Do you want any of these? What are your favorite things from the last month? Whether it's makeup, a food, a trip you took, something you watched. I would love to know what your favorites were. If you made it to the end of this video, leave your current favorite emoji. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm BATTYBEAN there as well. Also, if you want to, you can subscribe. I'm posting most days over here. And you can join my channel memberships. The link to sign up will be down below. You'll get fun little perks, including a members only video once a month. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.